All show about the teams that are in the NBA playoffs. Now let's turn our attention to one team that was eliminated from postseason contention 2 weeks ago. That's the New Orleans Pelicans. And their star, Zion Williamson, shared candid frustrations during his end-of-season press conference yesterday, opening up about the disappointment that comes with continuing to miss the playoffs.
Basketball-wise, I'm looking to take a different approach because, it's frustrating getting up here every year, not being in the playoffs. And I'll take my responsibility in that. I'll definitely hold myself accountable. But I would like to be in the playoffs, so it's time to just start taking different approaches and, gaining what knowledge I can and just working on different things.
Zion Williamson has talked before, guys, about taking a different approach. A lot of times it's dealt with his health in the offseason. This year he plays a career-high 62 games. The Pelicans only win 22 of those. But Stephen A., when he talks about basketball-wise, I need to take a different approach, how do you hear Zion Williamson?
Well, he didn't really get too specific. He was relatively vague. But we all know that he's a stud when he's on the basketball court. He's a man-child. Make no mistake about it. He's 25 years of age. He's been in the league long enough. And he's missed more games than he's played. This year, he looked considerably healthier. He played 60 games this year where he only played 62 games this year where he only played 30 last year. So that was an improvement, no doubt about that. And we know what he can bring to the table. But the thing about it, he's missed so much action that the sort of, the allure that comes with his name has worn off precipitously so because, you know what, he's inactive more than he's active. So hopefully he can do what he can to get that steered in the right direction. I think Joe Dumars running basketball operations now is clearly a better thing for him in his career in New Orleans. I believe that Bill Duffy is one of the great agents that ever existed in this business, is representing him now. That goes a long way. And so he's becoming an adult in the room and recognizing the fact that he's got to be more responsible. Alcohol and drugs and all of this, that's never been him. The thing with him was food. People thought that I was getting personal, and that's just the stupidity that comes out of people's mouths, Big Perk, sometimes, because they talk about the league, not recognizing that we cover the league. When I was sitting up there and talking about food, I wasn't joking, and we weren't speculating or anything like that. The man had a food clause in his contract. And if people did their homework, they would have known. The reality is that it was an issue. And he seems to have alleviated that. It no longer nearly seems to be the concern that it once was. We should applaud Zion because he's still relatively young and he seems to have gotten it. And I think the sky's the limit and the future is very, very bright as long as he continues to take it very, very seriously and be the pro we all anticipated he would be, so we can see him on the basketball court and being one of the great players in the game, period.
Look, number one, I agree with you. When it comes to the front office, Joe Dumars and Troy Weaver, I have nothing but confidence that they're going to take Zion Williamson under their wing and tell him what he needs to hear and not what he want to hear. When it comes to Bill Duffy, he's one of the GOATs of agents when it comes to holding people accountable. Here, he sends me a text once a week holding me accountable on my health. Now, when Zion talk about taking full responsibility and changing things up, he's talking about his habits. Whatever his habits are, he's talking about going into this offseason with a different mindset and addressing certain things and sacrificing. And Stephen A., Courtney, I'm going to get vulnerable here for a minute. I don't know if I ever told you this, S.A., but I had, in my 14-year career, basketball career, I had a lot of regrets. I had a lot of regrets when I think about my off seasons. When I used to go back to Houston, Texas, I used to smoke a pound of weed every single day. I would leave the gym and had 3 or 4 joints rolled up in the car when I should have been, when my main focus was partying, smoking weed, going to the club, when I should have had my behind in the gym. And so when you think about what my message to Zion is, that you're only 25 years of age and you're trending in the right direction. You've cleaned up your camp. You got great leadership around you. Don't have regrets, brother, once you walk away from this game and said, I wish I could have done more or I should have did this. I love the mindset that he's in right now, the mindset that he has right now, and I believe that Zion Williamson is going to come back even better next year. So, again, when I hear him saying he's going to change some stuff up, I love to hear that type of stuff because I wish I would have changed some damn things up while I was playing because I wouldn't be sitting back here after I post my career saying, damn, I should have did this and damn, I should have not did this.
Well, listen, you learn from the errors of your ways, and I think you're doing just fine, no doubt about that. And but that's why you got love for me because I told you to stay off the weed. Okay, so now you know. That ain't the issue. That is not the issue. With Zion Williamson. Here's what I would say, because he's 25 and they're going to scrutinize him at every turn. Don't listen to these trolls on social media. Don't listen to these people in the YouTube stratosphere and others that talk to you about, this is your business. Listen, anything relevant to basketball is the public's business because you're asking them to patronize the product and the brand and to come watch you play. So if you are doing anything that is considered a direct assault against your progress as a basketball player, people are going to make that your business. So in terms of moving forward and that maturation process continuing to kick in and evolve, always remember what that comes down to. Anything relevant to you as a basketball player, people are going to make it their business, no matter what it is. Always remember that. And this is where I would encourage all of those dudes to listen to a guy like LeBron James. At the end of the day, you saw LeBron James hugging, and Steph Curry. You saw LeBron James hugging Zion last time Zion was in LA and talking to him for a second, right? LeBron James and Steph Curry have never been accused of cheating the game. Not one time. You see their bodies. You see how they take care of themselves. Steph Curry has sent people to the hospital because they were chasing him around the basketball court all night long. And they had to go for oxygen. This is true, Courtney. This is not an exaggeration. Cats had to go to the hospital to get oxygen because Steph Curry had them worn the hell out. There you go. Yeah, Matthew Dellavedova being one of them. I'm just saying.
He had to go to the hospital and get an IV.
There you go. All of this stuff happens. So just know that these guys take care of themselves. If you take care of yourself, Zion, sky's the limit. Nothing can stop you.
Well said, Stephen A. And speaking of Steph Curry, the Warriors have to beat the Clippers to keep their season alive. But Steph is going to be on a minutes restriction. Is that the right move for Golden State? Our final takes after the break.